Deep Silver has partnered with Epic to exclusively release the PC version of Metro Exodus on the Epic Stor, and will discontinue sales of the game on Steam later today, though all existing pre-orders will still be honored. Epic's poaching on Metro Exodus, a highly anticipated game among the PC games audience, it's just the latest salvo in an ongoing war of digital storefronts in which Steam is the one to beat. It's only been a few weeks since Epic struck up a similar deal with Ubisoft to bring The Division 2 and a handful of future releases to its fledgling marketplace rather than Steam, although Ubisoft's roster will also be available for purchase on Play Store, although it only launched last December. The Epic Stor turned heads by offering developers an 88% share of revenue as opposed to the standard 70%, prompting some creators to pull their games from Steam in favor of Epic's new marketplace. Epic CEO and founder Tim Sweeney claimed that deal was underpinned by the company's commitment to offering a greater revenue split, and Deep Silver CEO Jeff Clemens contradicted his assertions. Epic's generous revenue terms are a game-changer that will allow publishers to invest more into content creation, or pass on savings to the players. Contradicted commented, "By teaming up with Epic, we will be able to invest more into the future of Metro and our ongoing partnership with series developer for games, to the benefit of our Metro fans." Steam was unimpressed with the deal, and the company voiced its frustration in an update to the Metro Exodus Steam store page later today. Sales of Metro Exodus will be discontinued on Steam due to a publisher decision to make the game exclusive to another PC store, reads the update. The developer and publisher have assured us that all prior sales of the game on Steam will be fulfilled on Steam, and Steam owners will be able to access the game and any future updates or DLC through Steam. We think the decision to remove the game is unfair to Steam customers, especially after a long pre-sale period. We apologize to Steam customers that were expecting it to be available for sale through the February 15th release date, but we were only recently informed of the decision and given limited time to let everyone know. Things are starting to feel crowded as more and more companies try to pitch their Netflix for games cloud-based streaming services. But Microsoft says the experience it's gained through its X branch gives it a potential leg up on the competition. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella spoke to Business Insider and other publications earlier this week on the subject of the game streaming service, Project Cloud. The company announced late last year, saying that both its X dealings and its growing list of Microsoft-owned and published games play Project in a strong position. We have a structural position in that we have both a console business as well as a PC business, which happens to be bigger than the console business when it comes to gaming, he said. As mentioned by Business Insider, Nadella also called out his experience with X-Live and the company's history of synergy between its Windows and X video game branches through things like its X Play Anywhere program. We have as much a shot to build a subscription service as anybody else. Microsoft's Project Cloud games too, like many others in the cloud-based game service space, let people play video games on demand from a variety of platforms, while the actual game is being hosted on a remote machine. The goal is to launch the service with the capability to stream games on 4G networks, ideally opening PC and X1 only games up to players that primarily use mobile phones to play games. Other companies have dabbled in the same kinds of projects. with Google notably testing its Project Stream service that can stream AAA games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey through a Google Chrome browser window. Verizon and Amazon are also rumored to have their own game streaming services in the works, though official details on both are still scarce. Tanya X. Shard explores options indie developers have for planning a studio's goals. Kit Fox Games. Tanya X. Shard has published a piece over on VentureBeat. Breaks down the considerations game makers and studio heads make when setting out to make a living off of game development, particularly those surrounding a team's desire to keep the lights on. Shard uses two different hypothetical studios as examples here. Studio A, which creates a series of profitable, but otherwise unremarkable games under budget, then closes, and Studio B, which creates one masterwork, which does not earn back its investment, then closes. When I started Kit Fox in 2013, I chose it without even considering B as an option, and honestly, with my skills and experience at the time, maybe B was not an option for me anyway. I probably could not have executed on a grand vision such shot. Starting Kit Fox with what I know today, maybe it would be more tempting. I am a game designer primarily, and many of my design heroes are B leaders all the way. Creative risk-taking is a big reason why we tend to admire game designers in the first place. In the full story, Shard explores the pros and cons of each, but highlights the need for fledgling studios to clearly examine their own resources and experience before committing to a strategy, and to carefully consider those of their inspirations before trying to emulate another studio's seeming success. The Gamasutra job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now. Location: Redwood City, California. The gameplay camera designer, working under the lead cinematic designer and on the game director, will be responsible for designing, implementing, and fine-tune the game design cameras and related gameplaying levels and cinematics to ensure a smooth and seamless player experience through a rich and epic narrative experience. The successful camera designer will be able to collaborate with artists and designers to create tools and camera solutions to create a dynamic and living world. Essential duties, competencies, skills, knowledge, essential requirements. Interested? Apply now. Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Looking for a new job? Get started here. Are you a recruiter looking for talent? Post jobs here. Next generation AMAX prototypes and prototyping skills are here. If you have been reading and following this article series since last year, you are in for a treat. Previous articles in this series can be found. To recap, necessity indeed is the mother of invention, and methodology behind this series was born with. Image above shows various touch points for prototype testing in pre-prod cycle, as described in previous articles. Through many iterations we realized a holistic design sprint approach, which is carried cross-discipline teamwork, CDT sprints, which aims at pulling in different creative disciplines like game design, art, UX, away at the right times during pre-production, using a natural model. This creates opportune overlaps during a feature's pre-production cycle, thereby building to an opportunity to rapid prototype near product like experience. CDT sprint planning to show all disciplines pouring into prototyping window. This sprints result in an unbelievably robust near-finish data, EXP array NCEI and high fidelity that can rival, and even in some cases, exceed, real products aspirations. It can be placed in the hands of your playtesters and stakeholders, used for A/B testing, or just used in hackathons, pitching game ideas, and best part. But